Can you hear me, mate? Hi there. Nothing on the tube so far. It's yeah. It's still too bright here and sometimes cloudy, so Can you hear me, mate? I don't use it much right now, but it's coming. Nothing on the tube so far. It's yeah. It's still too bright here and sometimes cloudy, so Can you hear me, mate? I don't use it much right now, but it's coming. Okay, that's good. I'm just gonna nothing on the tube so far. Try and yeah, do a live stream about this right here, and sometimes cloudy. So and remove the IR filter, but mostly it's the unscrewing of the whole camera because I already have the filter. So I thought about doing it again with some advice. Try and do a live stream about this right here. Whatever. The tutorial is not that good, so your guy missed a lot of stuff. And I fucked up one of the contacts from the flash, and I guess it doesn't work without that, so I'm waiting for the ribbon with some advice with the contacts on to fix it. Yeah, whatever. But it's a good way to start, just to show you how it's not done. Good, so your guy missed a lot of. You're gonna need one of these. This is a ice tray from the fridge. I put some numbers in there, and I guess it doesn't work. And I had another box with screws, also with numbers in there, just to be able to separate the steps. Fix it. Later on, I'm gonna send a link to the tutorial, which is a website with just pictures. You're gonna need one of these. But you're going to be able to do it if you're like me and you like unscrewing toys and stuff. And I had another box, yeah, screws. Take them apart. You're going to be able to do it. It's not that hard. So with that being said, later on, I'm going to get my screwdriver, which is a website with just pictures. You're going to need one of these. But you're going to be able to do it if you're like me and you like unscrewing toys and stuff. Yeah, take them apart. You're going to be able to do it. It's not that hard. You're going to need, with that being said, one of these. Later on, I hope I got my screws. And a flat one. The first one is a star, cross, whatever you call it, and the next one is a flat one. So now I'm gonna start removing parts from the camera. I'm sure it's gonna go well. One of these. I hope I got my screws. And a flat one. The first one is a star. I think it was the radio, and the next one is a flat one. Just let me know if the echo still comes. Removing parts from the camera. I'm using XSplit, so it's gonna go. I don't. Yeah, I think I know why. I think it's done now. Let me know if you can still hear me. I'm gonna zoom in and pan on the cam. So yeah, I'm gonna get right into it. And this is pretty good, I think. So the first screws that you're gonna remove, you have to remember to take out the battery and the card. Put them aside. You're gonna have one screw here, one screw in there, and another one way in there. These are the screws that we're gonna remove first, and at the same time as this one, and this one. This one you can remove later, so I'm gonna get right into it. That's one. That's number two. And that's number three. From in there, and then you close this one for a while. Remove this one. I'm gonna stop showing you the screws, just remove them and place them in the box. And I'm gonna remove this one, but you can do this one later, so, but it doesn't matter if you do it. So now remember to have the lens on, whatever. I'm gonna use this one just to be able to put it like this so it sits in place steady. It's gonna help. Now for the next part, it's gonna be these two small screws in here, this one and this one. Some of them don't want to come out right away, even though it's magnetized. So yeah, you're gonna work your way around it. That's done. Going to the next ones. We have two screws here, like the one in there and the one here. You have to open this. So like that. And now you're gonna open the flash. And you're gonna have 2 screws in there. Is it 2 screws? Yeah. One of them is here, here, and here. Alright, now you can remove this upper part, everything, I mean this one. You can just put your nail underneath and you have to be careful here. You see, that's what I did, and the contact from over there came off, which is this one. This one was soldered on this ribbon here, like that. So you have to be careful when removing it. It has already happened for me, so it's no biggie. You have to remember also not to move these ones or that one. Just let them stay the way they are. This can be open. Now you're gonna have a screw in here. This one. Once again, when you remove this part, be gentle and careful, and then just unplug this little thingy here. I'm gonna do it like this, but it's gonna sit attached on here, so you have to use like tweezers or something. You see those small ears over here, you just pull it out, or a screwdriver works just as well. Right, so now we're going to remove this one right here. And so this will come right off. You have to work it out a bit, but it will come off. And now we're getting to the part where we remove this one. Nothing will happen, just be gentle with it. Don't forget to open the battery lock. Just be gentle with it, it will come off, no biggie. You're gonna turn the screen like this, and you're gonna twist a little bit. You see you have more space on here, and you're gonna wanna take the display in between this place here and pull a little bit on the other side, and it comes right off. So now the camera is basically open. Now you're gonna disassemble. Let's see if I can get in closer. Right. This one right here. Gonna take the other one, the flat one, and you just slowly pull it out, and that's it. And then you have some sort of pins, one right here, this one, and this one, which the whole ribbon sits on. So you just pull it like and you have another one sitting here, but this is not so important. You just push it upwards, slight push, and it comes off. And you also have to remove two screws from over here, which I already removed. So you're gonna have two small screws over there, like one here and one here. But I already removed those. Another thing that I missed, that the tutorial doesn't show, but this is how I learned, trial and error. I'm gonna put this back. You see, it goes back even easier than it came off. You're gonna sort it out, no worries. It's a little bit harder to get back in, but it's not that hard. This one bends, this one side bends, so as soon as it goes underneath the display, it will be okay. You're gonna be able to move it a bit on this side and like that. So now this one is back in place again. Alright. You have to be careful with this one. This gives you the brightness to the viewfinder. Yeah, this one here. So you're gonna have this small knob like that will turn to the left and to the right to adjust the brightness in the viewfinder. What the tutorial didn't show was this. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to do it, but there's a plastic cover on it, and underneath you have the screw. So you have to remove the plastic cover. Mine is not attached anymore, so I'm gonna try and do it by hand. But if you scrape it off with a blade or something, it comes right off. You see it? So now when that's taken away, I'm gonna put it back, so like that. So it's gonna look like this with the screw inside. So you just remove that screw before you remove this part, just to be clear. That was the first of my mistakes. I don't care, I don't use the viewfinder very much, so, and it's gonna look like this. So just remember that. And now we're going to take out again the back cover, twist, drag a little bit from here. It's really, this part is very flexible, so but don't overdo it. Alright, now going further, now we have to turn the camera on the side, and you're gonna have 3 screws like right here. One is here, which is silver colored, the other one is here, and the other one is here. Now you have to remember the order of these 3. This is the longest one, this is the next longest, and this is the shortest. So remember this order. This is the silvery one. Ooh, come on. Yeah, doesn't want to do it. This is the first black one. And this is the short one. Alright, now all you have to do is just work it out. You take the other one, pull it outwards a little bit. You see it comes here. Work it out a little bit like that, and you're gonna have a hole. If you drag a little bit on this one, it will come off. Let me do it again. I was out of frame. So it sits like this, and if you drag a little bit like this, it will come loose because it has one stopper here and one stopper there. So this one is out of the way too. Now we turn it back like this. Like that. Next step is to remove these 2. One here and one here. And then you remove that one. All right. Now we're gonna gently pull this out. It has 2 things that it sits under, over here, and the other one is over here. So you just have to push it a little bit. Oh, wait. From above, and then yeah, hold it like this and push it upwards like that, so it comes loose. You're gonna see it when you look at it. And then it sits on 2 pins over here. If you pull that out, you can just push it up, no problem. Now, yeah, this comes right off then. Be careful because there's a ribbon with the contacts for the display. over here. It goes down there. So be careful when you remove this. Don't pull it like, yeah, don't get any muscle twitch or something. And then you remove this one, the cover from the motherboard. It goes a little bit on top here, so if you just push it, you see it bends a little bit over there. So if you just pull it out gently, it'll be okay. Now to the funny part. You just, let me zoom in a little bit. I just have these two attached here. It has some sort of I don't know how to call them, but you see them on the sides here. You can put the screwdriver behind that, between the black part on the contact and that thing, and just gently pull it out. You see it's already coming. Poof, and it's out. And now the whole contact thing is in my hand. Now it's free. The next step is to remove all the other contacts, which are placed all over this motherboard like that. And except for these two that come out in a different way, all the other ones come out the same way as this one. You just have to put your, yeah, I just realized there was a contact that was not attached. Maybe the camera works. You see, I have missed this one, so I think that's why it wasn't working. But anyway, these ones, all three of these come out the same way as this one. So does this, and this, and this, and one over here. These two, however, you have to lift up the clamp. It has a small clamp on it. Come on, focus, goddammit. You see? This one. You have to lift that one up too. I'm gonna try and do it. Yeah. So it's up now. And then you can pull them out. They'll come off very easily. Yeah. Yeah, I just went out of frame. You just pull them out like that. Pop, pop. And they come off. I'm gonna do the same thing with all the contacts. So slowly you just push them out. This one's out too. Pop. Came out. Okay. Now we're moving. This one is in the way. Bit. Moving to the next one. Slowly. You will see they have some sort of, how do I call it, ears or something. Come on, focus. You see the things on the sides. Like, yeah, they're sticking out. So that's where you put your screwdriver behind and just pull them out. Like that. And like that. Yep. Now, before you do anything else, yeah, now we're going to take care of this one. If you want to come out, god damn it. Yeah, this is what the guys forgot to show. You have a screw right here. Wait, going out of frame again. You see that screw over there? It's on the above side, kind of. You see it over there. So you have to remove that one. And the viewfinder will come right off. Just save the screw like that. And now this one also has a clip on, I think. No, or I forgot. No, you just pull it out gently, I think. Yeah, it comes off gently. Watch out, because you're gonna have this ribbon here is gonna sit here like that, just like that. So when you take this off, be sure to turn it, and this one will detach itself. You see. Yeah. And now you'll be able to remove this one too. This is the last one underneath here. It's a bit tricky, but you can do it. You need good lighting for this. Yeah, it's off now. It's right under there, so you can see I pulled it out. It's easy to pull out. Alright, zoom out a bit. Next thing, is you remove all the screws. You have one there, underneath that, one here, one here, one here. And one of them is all the way in there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there it is. One here, one here, one underneath the ribbon, and this too. So this is what we're going to do next. I know it looks scary, but it isn't. Like I said, if you unscrewed toys when you were young, it's basically the same thing. You just have to be more careful more careful when doing it. It's if you pay attention to all the contacts and stuff and not rip them off, not get any muscle twitch like I got, and just pull them off, you're gonna be fine. Give it time, take your time, be patient, don't get angry. Most of all, if you get angry, stop immediately and go smoke a cigarette if you smoke, or do something else. Just let it be, and everything will be fine. Just come back at it when you're calmer, so everything will be okay. You see why I have those. Now you have the screws in here and the parts, and on the other one we still have a lot more to go. You see, it's all the parts in there. So just think about it, plan your stuff in advance, or yeah, it's not gonna go well. This is not something you want to forget. You don't want to forget anything actually, but after you do it the first time, it's gonna be real easy. Now you have the microphone here, so be careful with that. You just pull it out, it comes off pretty easily, and now you just remove this one. This is the motherboard. Microphone goes in there, so you just pull it out, no biggie. Now the tutorial recommends that you take out this screw over here. I don't know if it's going to make a difference if you just want to remove the infrared filter that holds the battery holder in place, I think, but we're gonna do it. Follow the tutorial. Yeah. Good. Now you want to remove this one. Be careful with this. Comes off pretty easily. You just have to move stuff over here. Yeah. It was easier when I done it the last time. Did I forget anything? Yeah, I think I did. Of course I did. You have these two, you have to remove them. They had something on them, but I didn't put it back, so okay. And now I have to remember where the screws were. Just push that one back in. Yeah, there's a screw right over there, way in there underneath the cables. I'm gonna put the screwdriver on it so you can, maybe you can see it better, or maybe not. Yeah, this one comes off now. Maybe now. Maybe now. You see, there's a screw right in there. You have to remove that one. You see it there. It's right there. That's what I forgot. Yeah. And that was step 18. Right. And now this one will come right off. All together with this, like that. So one screw can screw your whole operation, so be careful. Be careful about this contact too, because that can come off if you force it. You see it? Put that aside. Yeah, and here's where the other contact was, like this one. They came off. It was sitting something like this, attached to the thingy, and this ribbon was in there, so it just got pulled off. I've already ordered it, so it's no biggie. Yeah. Now for the funny part with the sensor. You're gonna have a bunch of screws. It's 5 of them. There's one here, one here, you see it over there, one here, one here, and one here. So we're gonna unscrew those. Just leave that one alone. I'm gonna post the link to the website on it in the description anyway later on, so there's not gonna be any problems. You just have to unscrew the right screws. Not guessing which ones do you want to unscrew. You see, like I told you, the lens is very good to have. It's like a workbench. Now you're gonna remove this part. You see, It comes right off, comes off real easy, so it's no problem there. Now we're gonna remove this. This is the whole sensor, so be careful with it. Yeah, there was one more screw. What the fuck, man? Yeah, they forgot about that one. Of course they did. There's one screw over here too, under this ribbon. You see it there, right there. You have to take that off too, I think. Yeah. Oh crap, no problem. I have to get another screwdriver. Let's see. What the hell? Yeah, you be careful with those screws. I'm just gonna take my sensor out like this because I fucked up that screw. So this has to come off. I'm gonna take that screw off later. Now you have the sensor in your hand. Don't laugh, this is how I learned. Trial and error. Trial and error. This is a hello Dutch. I missed your comment. I'm concentrating, I'm focusing here. You have this like over that. If you just pull it out, click, and you take this off, click. Now you're gonna get to the part where the IR cut filter is gonna sit on. The IR cut filter is gonna sit like this. Since I took it off before, so I'm just gonna take it off. And then you have the plastic thingy. You don't have to take it off. I dismantled it completely and looked at it, and yeah. But supposedly you don't have to remove the glass on the sensor. There's another glass on there, and I think it's just for protection. I think. And that's it. Now I'm gonna have to put it back together just to see if it works. Because I forgot a contact, as I told you. So now we're going through the putting it all back together again. That's back. The cover is back on. Get the contacts through here, pushing it back. Be careful with all these other contacts so they don't get stuck underneath. So now it's the screwing back together process. A little bit harder if you have shaky hands like I do. Thank God I don't have a problem with my sight, otherwise I would be fucked. Oops, something's not right here. Yeah. And of course, you're gonna have to look at the screws because they have different threads on them. So if you put the wrong thread in the wrong place, it's gonna fuck it up, I think. I'm pretty sure. So you're gonna have 2 of these with smaller threads and 4 of these with a bit slightly larger threads, so look out for that. You don't want to screw them too tight, just like a pinch, like that. Yeah, now that that's back on, I'm gonna put this back on. Yeah, now I have to remove this out. You can learn from my mistakes, no biggie. Set it back in place like real tight, otherwise the other screws from here to here won't go in. Just press it in real good before you put the screws on. that's it. Yeah, like I said, look out for the threads, which threads they have. Remember where you took them from and put them back in the correct position so you don't mess up the threads. I don't really care because I'm planning to change this camera, so this is gonna be like my schooling camera. Alright. Going upwards. We put that screw back on into the battery holder. Like I told you, you don't have to take this one off. You don't have to. It works without taking it off. So I don't know what's the deal with that. Like that, nice and tight. Holy crap. Where are all the circuits? Here, on that one. Alright. Now, be careful with this one. You just lift it up a little bit, or just pull it through. Hold it by hand, do whatever you want to do. Just make it go in there. You can lift it up afterwards, but it's not recommended like that. Oh no. Wrong move. You see? You learn. Now be careful with this one, and all the other contacts over there. And you have to think about this one. This one comes on the inside. So when you put this in, you pull that through, and then you place the frame like holding it like that. Yeah. And you try to push this in there, and then like press it gently, don't force it. Look for all the contacts so that they are in place. We have these ones here. Alright, looks good. And then gently work your way around it, and it will finally fall into place. I think that's it. Alright. Now it's in place. You can see it. Just be gentle with it. Don't be don't get angry. Most important thing, don't get angry. It's not a machine, it's a delicate camera, so yeah. And now you're gonna put the motherboard on it. Remember, this one has to go through here. So just do your best. There. Went right in. Again, be careful at the contacts. Double check everything. Like I didn't do here, you see. Those two have to come on the outside here. Yeah. And now it sits in. Look out for these two. And this one has to go between here, not behind here. So be careful with that. Yeah, that's true. One contact got underneath. I'm gonna take that one up. Motherboard, you see these ones, they get underneath too, so you have to be careful. Like that, motherboard should sit freely without you holding it. So now it's in place. And now we're going to page 15 and screw them all back together. Come on, man. These are really small screws, so they're very hard to place in the hole. If you don't have steady hands like me, mine are not steady at all, just help yourself with the other hand. It's good. I'm getting old. Don't forget the one in here. The one in there on the plastic side. Really important. Basically, don't forget any of the screws. So I should have recorded this so you can play it backwards. Yeah, that's it. Now to the connecting part. You just put them in there like that. Let me zoom in a little bit. Now I'm gonna work on the connecting the contacts. So yeah, it's not such a big deal. what it is. Be careful with the contacts. So like that. You see, I've already put it in place a little bit. So from there you just push it in slowly. Like that, and now it's in. Don't force it from above here, because you're gonna scratch one of those contacts and it's gonna turn to shit, everything. Then you're gonna curse your life. One of them got underneath here, so shit. Yeah, got it out. You just place it into position by hand. Push it forward a little bit. Yeah, it goes by hand if you're really careful. So I guess that one is not all the way in. Or is it? Yeah, that's all the way in. Yeah, alright. Yeah, this one was a clip-on too. I forgot about it. Fucking piece of crap. Set it up by hand. Be careful with this one because it's gonna go underneath and you're gonna wonder why it doesn't want to go in. So you have to set it in place, slowly pushing both sides. Work it like that, it will go in eventually. Be careful with those. Be really careful with those. So maybe zoom out a little bit. Yeah. This one goes right in. Not that easy, as easy as it looks, but it will go in. Take your time, do it right. Don't rush it. Most important thing, don't rush it. And don't force it either. Because then if you force it, everything is gonna go sideways. And then you're gonna be sorry. And it's gonna cost a bit. Not much, but it's gonna cost. You can use your nail to keep it in place there if you want, but they have to be in the position, otherwise it won't go in. They're not that fragile, but you have to be careful anyway. You fuck one of these up, you have to order the whole shit, so it's not gonna be funny. Yeah, now we went in and we push it all the way in there, so it doesn't come out. You can close this first, blip, and then try and push it some more. Now that sounded like a 90 hit, right? Or something. Okay, that's that. Oh, that goes right in. this is way harder than pulling them out, so take it easy, take your time. If you do it a couple of times like me, it's gonna get easier. Yeah, but it's not easy anyway, so Nintendo, I missed your comment. Greetings and welcome. This is my disassembly and assembly. Alright, now we're gonna put this back in place, I think. Yeah, we can place it over there. Put these ones back. You're gonna have to remember how you pull them out and look at the position and everything, and put them in every part, just the way you pull them out, so be careful with that. Like that. Now we have this screw. Going way in there. Yeah, on the first try. Good, this one is in place. Now, the microphone, don't forget it, goes in there. Just arrange the cables just so they don't get clamped. Now we're gonna put this one back. Yeah. Can't remember if this one was on top or underneath. I sure hope it's on top. Yeah, it is on top. Of course, good. Yeah, really easy to place. Now it's in position. Goody goody. Alright, now we're gonna place this one back where it belongs. This one is a little bit easier to put in. You can push it by hand because it's a bit tougher, or not. Yeah, you can push it by hand. So it's in, clamp on, so it's there. And then you gotta watch for those small cables. So they don't get in between, like that. And now we can put it back here. And we can attach this. Let me see if I can show you. This is on top and it goes in there. You get to twist it a little bit, put it under there. It's better if you do it like this. You twist it a bit and put it under there. Eventually you're gonna make it. Yeah, grab it from here, twist it a bit, push it in. It was easier the first time. We were just can't remember how I did it, but I did it somehow. These ones are the tricky ones, the small freaking contacts and ribbons. Yeah. Or you can do just this, you see? You do this. Look, this is how you do it. I never worked at Sony, so don't blame me. Like that, you put it under that clamp and set it in place. Now it's in place. Now you can put it back. It's gonna sit there. Yeah, it's totally in place, or not. Like that. Don't be too worried about pressing with your fingers on this, because you can clean it up later. Now we attach it with the one screw that we got for it. Remember, when you tighten the screws, don't overdo it. Never overdo it. Otherwise you're gonna be sorry. I can promise you that. I like to put this one here first. And where was that screw? Page 1. As you can see, it's not that hard. Page 1. Alright, we're here. Also remember about this screw. right here, because they forgot to put it in the tutorial. This one, they forgot about it. Alright, now it's number 1, 5 screws here. Alright, we're going to take a short one. I like to attach this one just down here from the very beginning, just in case. But I know it's not gonna yeah, I just remember I have to take it out. Yeah, god damn it, I did the same thing. Yeah, just take it out. And yeah, all contacts are in place. This one seems a little bit too much, too far out. Come on man, get in there. Like that, like that. Now we're gonna place back the, yeah, before we do that, let's zoom out a little bit. All the papers moved from here. So. Like that. We're gonna take the display. First of all, I'm gonna place it in there. Maybe if I do this, you're gonna see it better. It's a pain in the butt to put it in there, but eventually I'll get it. You're gonna struggle with it too, I can promise you that. This is what got me really annoyed, this contact here. You have to hold it like this and then slowly push it in. And there's not a lot of space either, so you just have to push it from the back side. It's not all the way in, but he made it. Now it's all the way in. You need some small tweezers or something for that. I don't have that, so I had to improvise. Now you're gonna be careful with this one when you put it back. Just lift it up, put this one back in there. You have to go all the way up before you put it in place, all the way towards that, you see, the whole thing is right against this side over here, so you have to really go that way when you push it in. Yeah, holes look great except for one of them. Now you can put this in. I hope. Or you just pull it out completely again and just put this in. Yeah. Slowly drag it upwards, push on the thing. You get it in a few tries. Yeah, now it's in place. So now I'm gonna set that screw over there. You have to look if it's properly aligned, because it can move like this sideways, so you have to look for that. Now these ones are a pain in the butt too. This was not supposed to come off, so yeah, but I think it just sits over there, you see. And then goes in. Let me see one more time. Yeah, this should just go underneath there, so like that. Yeah, that's it. No biggie. Now you have to remember these two screws. Yeah, I forgot something, you see? It's easy to forget, but luckily I can pull this out. You need this protection cover on it. Again, just make sure all your contacts are connected, all the ribbons connected. Then you can place this one back. Yeah, I knew I forgot it the last time too. It's really easy to forget some things. Don't worry, you can always pull it apart again. You just follow this right here, you see, and just fold that one over there, press it a little bit, it will stick on. Then try to push that underneath there. Yep, it's in place. And now we can put the whole thing back together. Remember, be careful with this one. And it fell right into place. Now we're gonna have number 8, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna do it in a different order, but you can do it too, it's no biggie. Otherwise you're gonna forget about these two. I forgot about them last time. Nice squeeze there, don't overdo it. Like that. Now we're gonna move to number 10. We're gonna screw these two back in place. I don't have the best angles, but I think it's better because you wouldn't want to do this yourself, so But if you're like me and you like to do stuff, not because I'm getting bored, but because I like to do it, putting back the contact, look for this. Now you have two clamps, one over there and one over there. That's in place, and don't forget to put it back on those other two sticks over there. See, fell right in, no problem, you're gonna notice it. And now for the papers keep disappearing. This one goes like that, like that, and that's it. You're gonna pretty much see how they're attached when you're gonna work with it. And now we're gonna put in that contact. Almost goes in by itself. This is an easy one. Yeah, it's all the way in. This is in place. What the fuck, man? Yeah. Alright. Everything else looks good. Now we're gonna put this on. Remember, just this is gonna be like this, and you just open it a little bit from here. Goes right in. Just set it in place. There, it's in place. Then you're gonna remember the screws. We're starting with the longer one, which is a silvery color. It's not like the black ones that Sony used. So the silvery one comes up top here. If I can only squeeze it in there, like that. So that's the silvery one. Come on, stay there. Right, nice squeeze. The second one is a black one, a bit shorter than the silvery one. Goes right in there, above the plastic, or through the plastic. And the third one is a short one, and it's gonna come here, like that. Now all that's in place. All that's left now is the outside, the cover of this. If you have some of these, you can now clean your eye viewfinder like that. Yeah, looks perfect. Now we're gonna put the cover on it, or nope. No, this one comes on top of this one. Now we're gonna take care of this one. Remember to pull it out like this. Let me turn it around. So you go like that. You see the gap over here, and then you twist it like this, and it slides right in. You just have to force it a little bit here on this corner, but it's no biggie, and it's gonna fall right in place. So now that that's in place, you heard it click, click, click. You can put this back now. Come on, man. There's a small plastic pin that has to go inside there. There you go. Click. We put back the two screws over there, the small ones, remember, over here and over here. And don't forget the one on top. Over here. Don't over squeeze them. Just remember that. And don't forget about this one. Oh, I think this was the focuser for the viewfinder, not the brightness. So don't forget to remove that plastic thingy from this one. I'm gonna put it back now. Yeah. If only it would be that easy. You see it there? It's right there, and now it falls back into place. You have to press it a little bit and it will stick there. Like that. But don't forget about it, otherwise you're gonna break it off. And you have to buy a new one. Probably not a fortune, but it will spare you the trouble. Okay. So almost everything is in place now. Now we have to just put this on back. Don't worry about it, just go gentle with it. Remember about this contact. Don't forget about it, because you're gonna end up like me with a broken ribbon and no contact on the flash. So I hope it works this time without the flash. In my sick mind, I would think it's supposed to work without the flash on, because flash is an option. Once again, look at the cables, all the cables, so you don't damage them. I don't know what those two things are, but anyway. Alright, now this is in place. I'm going to put back the screws. Four, where the fuck is? And also don't blend your screws, because you can suffer from that, like I do right here, but I don't care. This will go right in, then we'll see what happens. The second one, yeah. Yeah, whatever. 2, 1. Like I said, don't mix your screws, otherwise you're gonna get it messed up. So I'm guessing this one, and look at the threads, check out the threads, very important, otherwise you're gonna destroy the thread on the screw, or it's gonna get stuck and you won't be able to unscrew it. Look at all that, don't rush it, and most importantly, if you get angry, just leave it on the table, go take a walk, go do something, relax, and then come back and continue the project. I don't have the patience that I used to have anymore, but I can still do it. That's how I cope with it. I go and smoke a cigarette, and then I come back and continue. So it works for me, it should work for you. And that's it. Camera is back together. Now we're gonna put the battery in, see if we did a better job. No. Yes. It started, as you can see, so it was a contact. It starts, camera works. Shoot mode, sweep panorama, fuck it. This one is fucked up. You see, it shows here manual, and I'm on between panorama and stuff. So I want to put it to manual. Yeah, it works anyway. But it works. And everything is red. You see, everything is red. That's the infrared. Yeah, get out of there. But you can see the image is red, so it worked. I just have to open it one more time to whee! I'm glad it works without that contact, but I'm gonna buy it anyway because I want to change it. I don't use the flash very often, but I still want to be able to use it. I'm gonna see if I can unscrew this motherfucker. Yes, I can. That one's totally damaged screw. Sometimes you have to use force. Yeah, I'll fix that one later. So as you can see, it worked. Maybe I can just push it up a little bit now. Wait, I got an idea. So you can always go back and fix your mistakes, hopefully, like I do. So I just removed these two screws in there. If by mistake this thing rotated and you're gonna end up being on some other setting, if you just want to pull it up a little bit just to make it work. So I'm gonna take this one, force it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. Right now I'm on manual, so I have to rotate this clicker. Just lift it up so I can be able to rotate it to manual, and I'll put it back on. Nah, I fucked it all up. Why? Come on, bitch, work. I'm gonna have to open it. Yeah, this is the end of the stream. You saw that it worked. Now I don't know what I did. Yeah, this one turned, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure about it. So, see you in the next one. Sorry for the mess up. But at least you've seen how you open one. Yeah. Take care now.